Westfield at Cooper Meadows in Abbotsford, British Columbia. Built by Morningstar, this might be the most hyped and sought after single family development in the entire Lower Mainland right now. And the Westfield is about to launch their first pre-sale stage just a week away. Now, Westfield at Cooper Meadows, I'm getting a lot of questions about the floor plans, about whether the homes are gonna have basement suites. So in this video, I'm gonna do a side-by-side comparison of the different floor plan options available at Westfield at Cooper Meadows. My name is Joe Pratap with RE/MAX. I'm a local real estate agent. I've been selling real estate for the last 15 years in the Fraser Valley. I shoot a ton of content about what it's like to live around the Fraser Valley. So do me a favor, and if you find this video helpful, hit that subscribe button so that we can stay connected. So without further ado, let's get into the floor plans available at Westfield, located at Cooper Meadows. Now at the Westfield at Cooper Meadows, there are going to be a total of 3 different floor plans to choose from. The Glenridge, the Everett, and the Ascott. And I know what you're thinking. A lot of people are already asking, is there going to be an option to finish the basement as a basement suite? And the answer is yes. On all 3 floor plans, there is an option for a rental basement suite. Now, if you've been watching my channel, you've probably seen a few videos now talking about the Cooper Meadows complex. This is the first video that's focusing on the single family homes, Westfield. Now, the Westfield is located on the land of Cooper Meadows that is most furthest west. And it is the land between McKee Road and Old Claiborne Road. Now, Westfield is gonna consist of approximately 76 single-family homes, which will be built over the better half of the next 36 months. Now, a little bit of historical significance when it comes to the 3 different floor plan names, Glenridge, Ascott, and Everett. All 3 floor plans, the names are named after existing parks in the city of Abbotsford. Those 3 names are already names of parks in the city of Abbotsford, and that seems to be the historical significance between naming these 3 floor plans. Now let's pull up a area site map over top here so you can see exactly the streets and what it's gonna look like as the development continues, because as I mentioned, it's gonna be a multi-year project. So let's take a look at here above. All right, so the first thing you're gonna notice is the streets. So you're gonna see Somerset Avenue, and this road is gonna travel east-west, and that is the entrance at the west side of the development, and that land heading towards just behind where Margaret Stenerson Elementary is. And then you see that the road kind of comes out and around where the dog park is going to be on this floor plan here where it says number 106. That is heading towards Claiborne Road. You see Bridget Street, which will be the name of the next street. Dolly Avenue. You see Georgia Street, which is going to be, it looks like a cul-de-sac. Macy Avenue, which is in between, connecting all of those. And then that land heading south on Serendipity Street. Now Serendipity Street, which will take you to the main entrance on McKee Road, where the stoplight is on the south part of the property. And then you see the 2 voids there where it says Landon Gate. Now Landon Gate is going to be the next component at the Cooper Meadows development, and these are going to be a series of, I believe, 29 row homes coming, which will be a future video in the not so distant future. All right, now the first floor plan that we're going to compare is going to be the Glenridge. Let's take a look at the rendering here, and then let's get right into the floor plans. All right, so you see the design first on the exterior. You see Glenridge A, Glenridge B, Glenridge C. slightly different variations on the exterior, which will be, that'll be good for the community because you're going to get a couple different looks. Not everybody's home will look exactly the same, so which is pretty good. Now this is going to be the basement level here. So the first version that you're going to look, starting with this basement here for the Glenridge, is the unfinished basement. So the basement being estimated at 884 square feet, which you see here. This will be an option to have it unfinished, and you see it's kind of a nice long hallway there and space to kind of do what you want to do in the future. Looks like that'll be a good option if you're on a budget and you're not looking for a rental suite per se. Now, taking a look at the main floor on the Glenridge A, let's take a look at this. 884 square feet it is estimated at. You have that side-by-side garage, which is awesome. And then you're walking into that mudroom, coming in, and you've got that big kitchen island, living dining room, and then you're walking out to that deck. Now this is a nice floor plan, especially if you have room for pets or kids or like to entertain. It's nice and open, as you can see. The upper level on this Glenridge A is estimated at 1,074 square feet, which you can see good bedroom size, master bedroom on one side. You've got a guest bedroom on the opposite side, another guest bedroom on the opposite side. And then you have on the far corner of here a open space. Now this could be a fourth bedroom, this could be an office without a door. That's how this floor plan is finished. Now let's compare that Glenridge A floor plan to the Glenridge B floor plan. Now the B floor plan, as you can see here, very similar, but you're seeing two different options here. So now we've got the option on the B, which is going to be the basement options. And this floor plan has the option to finish it as a basement, single family home, or to finish it as a 1-bedroom suite. So if you're looking to rent it out, make some income from the rental, there's an option to have it as a 1-bedroom suite, which obviously very popular. So in this B version of the Glenridge floor plan, you have that option for the 1-bedroom rental suite. Now when we're looking at the Glenridge C floor plan, you're gonna see that the difference is on the upper level. And looking at the layout, it looks like you have the option of finishing that as a 4-bedroom or a loft. So an open area that is, would be good for a reading room or possibly an office, because it is 1,074 square feet. There is room to have that as a 4th bedroom if you need it, or you keep it as a loft. Now that is the Glenridge floor plan. Let's take a look at how it compares to the Everett. Now the Glenridge is, from what I can tell, the entry-level price point for the single family homes. The square footage or price per square footage is going to be released next week, and I'll drop a comment below this video with an update once they post the price per square foot. So moving on to the second floor plan, which is the Everett, let's take a look at the options here. All right, so starting with the basement level again, first thing we're gonna notice is this basement is larger at estimated 924 square feet. Now when we're looking at the version A of this Everett floor plan, you'll see an option for an unfinished basement. So if you're on a budget and you're trying to get into the single family price point, you don't need a rental suite, there is an option to have it as an unfinished basement so you can finish it later on. Now there is on the main floor here of the A version, you're gonna see a nice double garage, side-by-side garage. You're walking into the front entrance there. That front entrance having a bit of like a porch kind of feel when you're walking in. And then you're coming into the main floor and you get that nice open living dining room space, really nice kitchen. It's got a 2-piece washroom there, and it's a nice big open space which opens up into that patio. This is a really nice floor plan if you like to entertain. Now on the upper level of the A floor plan, you're gonna see one big primary bedroom, huge walk-in closet, and then you're gonna see a bedroom on the opposite side, guest bedroom, another guest bedroom, total of 3 bedrooms. Then you have a sitting area on the opposite side. Now there is room, what looks like, to finish that as a 4th bedroom, but it is a nice open area, one really big master bedroom. So if you want a large bedroom and you don't need more than 2 bedrooms upstairs, this floor plan looks really nice. Now with the Everett floor plan, there is a B version and a C version and sort of a second C version. So let me explain. We just took a look at the basement, which was unfinished. There's an option to have it as a finished basement. So if you want it finished, that is an option too as well. There is an option to have it finished as a 1-bedroom suite downstairs, using some of the space for the upstairs too as well. And it also has an option to finish it as a 2-bedroom suite. So if you want a little bit more rental income, you don't need any more space for your upper floor on the lower level, this Everett version of the floor plan has a 2-bedroom suite to be finished, which I think will be probably the most popular floor plan. All right, moving on to the 3rd floor plan at the Westfield, which is the Ascott. Now, there are 3 variations or renderings here, as you can see, 3 different looks, which happen to be really, really nice. And starting with that basement area again, you're gonna see that there is an option for an unfinished basement at 946 square feet estimated. There is an option to finish that basement as well. And just like the last one that we looked at the Everett, there's an option to finish it as a 1-bedroom suite using some space from upstairs, or to finish it as a 2-bedroom rental suite, which is gonna generate more income if that is what you're heading and planning to do in the home. Now looking at the upper level, same kind of floor plan, you get that nice side-by-side double garage. There is an option for a loft style 3-bedroom home, or there's an option for a 4-bedroom home in this Ascott floor plan. This one here looks to be the largest, and it's likely going to be the most expensive. Again, we'll have the price per square footage in the days to come, and I'll post an update on the video link below. By the way, guys, if you want to download these floor plans, you can click below this video, and I'll have a download link that you can head to my website, and you can check out these floor plans, which are renderings right now. The launch of the Westfield at Cooper Meadows by Morningstar is a week away, and we've got some access for you. So if you have any questions, you want to know a little bit more information, you want to know price per square footage or anything like that, you want to know what the area is like, I live down the street and I can help you with that. Just reach out, click the link below, or you can text me anytime, 604-992-0616. Now before we go, I want to show you a little bit more aerial view of the land right now. Let's take a look at the land above, and I'm going to tag a couple things that you need to know about. Now, if you have any questions about the complex, any real estate related questions, you can reach out to me anytime. Thank you for watching.